All right, let's talk about that make or break moment in B2B hotel sales. We're going to dive into how you can win the room and turn what feels like just another pitch into a real solid partnership that actually closes the deal.
So picture this. You spent weeks, maybe even months getting to know your client. You've built a relationship, you've done the research, and you have crafted the perfect proposal. You know it's a fit. But now it all comes down to the next 30 minutes. The pressure's on. So how do you make sure all that hard work pays off?
First things first, you have got to know who you're talking to. And let me tell you, these are busy people. They are decision makers juggling a million things. They're buried in proposals just like yours, and they have absolutely zero time for fluff. They just want to know one thing. How are you going to solve my problem and get me results? That's it. And that brings us to the absolute foundation of a killer presentation: client alignment. You have to get this right. It's not about you, it's not about your hotel's history, it's all about them. You've got to stop selling your features and start selling them solutions to their biggest headaches.
Okay, look at this. This slide just nails the shift in mindset you need. On the left, that's the old way, right? The feature-focused pitch. Anybody can do that. But a real pro connects those features to what the client actually wants, like you see on the right. So instead of just saying, "We have 10 meeting rooms," you say, "You told us efficiency was key." Well, our rooms and support team are designed to make your team's travel seamless and productive. See the difference? One's a fact, the other is a solution. It's a huge shift.
When you start your presentation by immediately hitting on the exact things you've already talked about, something amazing happens. It's not just about showing them you took good notes. You're showing them you listened, that you get it. You're building this bridge of trust right from the get-go, and that's what's going to support everything else you say.
Okay, so you've got your message aligned with their needs. Awesome. Now we need a blueprint, a framework that's going to deliver that message with a real punch. And the secret here is a simple, clean structure. Look, in the B2B world, time is everything. That's why this flow works so well. It just cuts straight to the chase. You start by basically playing back their needs to them, shows you were listening, then you present your solution as the answer to those needs, you follow up with the clear benefits, and then you show them exactly how easy it's going to be to get started. Simple, logical, and powerful.
And having a clear structure like this, it's not just about looking organized. It's about making it incredibly easy for your client to say yes. It shows them you respect their time, and it makes sure that your best stuff, your most important points, don't get lost. I mean, seriously, what's the point of having a game-changing solution if it's buried on slide 17, right?
So we have our foundation, we have our blueprint, now for the really skillful part. This is where we take it up a notch. It's all about learning how to adapt your message on the fly to connect with every single person in that room.
Think about it. In B2B, you're almost never selling to just one person. You're selling to a whole committee. And every person on that committee has a different job, different priorities. The finance person is thinking about the budget. The operations manager is worried about logistics. And the event director, they care about the experience. Your one presentation has to speak to all of them.
This table right here, this is basically your cheat sheet for the meeting. It's your Rosetta Stone. When you're talking to the finance lead, you see in that top row, you're going to use words like ROI and value. But when the operations manager chimes in, you pivot. You talk about reliability and flawless execution. Then for the event director, it's all about creativity and the participant experience. It's the same great solution, you're just shining a spotlight on the parts that matter most to each person.
In this world of constant information overload, relevance is your superpower. You can't be a fire hose, just spraying them with every single feature and service you offer. You'll just drown them. No, you need to be a laser. Focus in on the 2 or 3 things that solve their biggest, most painful problems. That's what gets their attention.
Okay, your message is sharp, it's tailored, it's relevant. Now for the final piece of the puzzle, the delivery. This is where you bring it all home with the kind of confidence that doesn't just inform them, but actually earns their trust.
You know, a lot of people think confidence is about being the loudest person in the room or being aggressive. It's really not. True confidence is quiet. It's this deep, unshakable belief that you have the right solution for them. It comes from doing your homework and genuinely knowing you are there to help them succeed.
And you know what goes hand in hand with that kind of confidence? Transparency, being honest. Don't be afraid to admit what you can't do or what might be a challenge. It shows you're a real partner, not just a salesperson trying to make a quota. So if you know a certain request will take extra lead time, just say so up front. They will respect your honesty, and it builds incredible trust.
Okay, this is a big one.
Please do not fear questions. Embrace them. A question isn't an attack, it's a gift. It means they're engaged, they're thinking. So when someone lobs a tough question at you, listen carefully, figure out the real concern behind it, and then use your answer to tie everything back to how you're going to help them achieve their goals.
And hey, a quick pro tip on your slides: less is more. Seriously, your slides are the backup singers. They're there to support your story, not tell the whole thing. Keep them clean, keep them simple, and keep them focused. Remember, you are the presentation, not your PowerPoint. At the end of the day, this is what it all comes down to. Your job isn't just to dump a bunch of information on them. Your real job is to make them feel confident. You're there to be their guide, to give them the clarity they need to make a big decision and feel really good about it.
Real success isn't just about getting that signature on the contract. It's about how the client feels when you walk out of that room. Do they feel heard, respected, and most importantly, do they feel confident and excited about partnering with you? That's the real win.
So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. The next time you're getting ready to present, ask yourself, am I just about to share a bunch of information, or am I going in there to build the confidence they need to form a real partnership? Because trust me, in B2B sales, that is the difference between the good and the truly great.